Hello and welcome. My name is Tracy Kiris. I'm the Assistant Director for Communications and Marketing, and I use she, her pronouns.
And I am Dan Harefield, Coordinator for Recruitment and Outreach Programs, and I use he, him pronouns. We both proudly represent the Department of Resident Life and the Division of Student Affairs here at the University of Maryland. Congratulations to you for committing to become part of the Terrapin family. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about on-campus housing and the Maryland residential experience. This is an exciting time for both students and families alike. This presentation will review information about on-campus living, the assignments process, and an overview of move-in and fall welcome.
We are committed to providing an impactful, meaningful, and safe experience for students living in our residence halls, and we are excited to highlight a few key aspects to help you learn more about on-campus living. The residence hall environment is one that combines the opportunity for residents to get connected and build friendships with their neighbors while also supporting the academic mission of the university. Our community staff, including our resident assistants, aim to help students create a robust community experience and host events and engagements that help to nurture friendships and connections. Academically, we create a supportive environment for students to study and sleep and engage in partnerships to merge the academic experience into the halls with our living and learning programs and math success program. Our residence halls are conveniently located across campus and near where students need and want to be. On-campus Terps have easy access to all the university has to offer. Our resident life and residential facility staff are available to our students 24/7, including answering general questions, planning events to engage the community, responding to maintenance and crisis situations, and addressing any concerns that arise throughout the year. We know that learning happens both inside and outside the classroom, and providing opportunities for leadership development and involvement is key. There are many opportunities to make an impact on campus and gain transferable skills with our Residence Hall Association and National Residence Hall Honorary student organizations, as well as an array of student employment opportunities, including administrative, programmatic, and residential positions.
The housing portal will become quite familiar for on-campus Terps. This is where students may update their personal information, housing and roommate requests, and confirm their room assignment once that information is released. Students may access their housing portal at any time by going to reslife.umd.edu and logging in with their directory ID and password. If there are any special accommodation requests or medical needs, students need to update their profile information online and submit their assignment consideration documentation as soon as possible. Students also have the opportunity to explore their roommate options through the housing portal, either to register a request for a potential roommate or use the portal's search tool to find a match. Information regarding the Roommate Finder program will be emailed to students and posted to our website as we continue to adjust our residential plans for the upcoming academic year. Stay tuned for those details. If students take no actions regarding roommate requests, we will use the information from their on-campus housing and dining agreement to find a suitable roommate based on the details in the roommate section of the application. Students should not fret about finding a roommate. We have had many successful stories of students who were matched without knowing one another and have become lifelong friends. Student assignments in the residence halls are based on several factors, including participation in a living learning program, special needs or accommodations reported through the on-campus housing and dining agreement, and the date the agreement was submitted. Our assignments office will work throughout the summer to review student profiles and place our new to housing Terps into their rooms throughout our residence halls. We will begin to release housing assignment information through the StarRes housing portal beginning late July and early August. Not every student will receive an assignment on the first day of release, as our staff will continue on ensuring that we find the best matches available for all of our students that also meet any special needs or accommodations. You can contact our staff at any time by sending an email to reslife@umd.edu or calling 301-314-2699. 2100.
You may be starting to consider and plan for items you'll need when moving into the residence halls. We'd like to share with you a few of the items provided in our rooms. Each room comes with the following items per student: a regular standard twin-size bed, a desk and a desk chair, a dresser, closet space for each student, wired connections for Ethernet cable and phone, and blinds on the windows. A couple of things to note. Students can bring either a set of regular or extra long sheets for the bed. Extra long sheets will fit the bed nicely, especially when paired with mattress toppers. And students tell us less likely for those corners to pop in the middle of the night. While the Ethernet and cable setups are essentially plug and play, the phone jack will not automatically be activated. Most students tend to prefer to use their cell phones, but there are instructions on our website to activate the phone line if you so choose. There is wireless Ethernet available throughout the residence halls, but some students will choose to plug directly into the wall for a more stable connection while working within their rooms. We know that a part of the excitement about living on campus is planning your room decor. To help create your home away from home, we offer a few things to consider. Make contact with your roommate first. Discuss plans with your roommates to determine what items each of you are planning to bring to campus. You can avoid duplicating efforts or simply talk about your preferences regarding your personal styles and what you're bringing. When you arrive to your new room, you will find the furniture arranged in a hotel-like setup that typically maximizes the space and ensures the most optimal airflow. You and your roommate may certainly make adjustments to your liking and make it feel most comfortable for you. However, it is crucial to remember to keep all furniture and personal belongings at least 12 inches clear of the heating and air units in the room to prevent moisture control issues.
So we've mentioned roommates a few times now and want to take a moment to talk about that topic specifically. For many of you, this may be the first time you are sharing a room with someone else. We know this can bring about some trepidation, which is natural. We have many examples of wonderful lifelong friendships that began with two strangers who were paired together as roommates. We are here to help make this a smooth transition for all. As mentioned previously, you should contact your roommate before moving in. Roommates should have a conversation either over the phone or through video conferencing in order to engage in a meaningful introduction before your arrival to campus. Try to avoid simply checking social media. It is important to develop open and honest communication channels with one another. This is a new experience for most students. Patience, understanding, and grace go a long way to developing a healthy roommate experience. Once on campus, students will have a number of different opportunities to continue to enhance these relationships, including meet and greets with their resident assistant, floor meetings, fall welcome activities, and conversations about community living agreements, which help to unpack preferences and needs of roommates. There's no better tip when it comes to a strong roommate relationship than this. The best way to have a good roommate is to be a good roommate. This means that students should enter into these relationships with a sense of flexibility and openness to differences in identity, habits, and personality. Healthy roommate relationships are ones where students communicate, learn about each other, and show care and flexibility in sharing their living space. This can truly be a great opportunity to develop a new relationship as long as both students are engaged in the effort. We encourage students to talk through any challenges that arise and know our resident assistants are available and at the ready to help mediate conflicts to work towards strengthening connections.
Safety is paramount to the Maryland residential experience. Residence hall safety is a shared partnership. The Department of Resident Life maintains procedures and provides resources to ensure our halls are safe and secure, and we outline student expectations to help do the same. Our residence hall doors are locked 24/7 and require students to use their student ID to swipe into the entrances, elevators, and stairwells. Students need to have their key and student ID on them at all times to access their new home away from home. We also expect students to be mindful to prevent tailgating or propping open entrance doors. You wouldn't allow just someone to walk through behind you into your house, right? The same is true for the residence hall building as well. If a student is locked out of their room, our 24/7 Residence Hall service desks are available for students to borrow a spare swipe card or room key. If a student gets locked out of their building, call boxes are available near entrances to contact the service desk to get help from one of our community assistants. Students may also contact our after business hours emergency duty system to reach on-call staff in the event of a safety or security concern. As mentioned, the safety and security of our campus is incumbent on all community members. Students should report any suspicious or concerning behavior or activity to the closest available staff. Essentially, see something, say something.
In support of safety in the residence halls, naturally, there are residence hall policies that students need to know. To review the full Community Living Handbook, you can visit our website for the full description of our residence hall policies, but I will highlight a few here now. The University of Maryland is a smoke-free campus, and that policy certainly extends to the residence halls. Smoke-free in the residence halls means vape-free as well. Students must be 21 or older to possess and/or consume alcohol within the residence halls. Illegal drugs are also prohibited within the buildings and can result in loss of housing or suspension from the university. It is also expected that all students complete their immunization paperwork with the University Health Center prior to moving into the residence halls. We are aware that while most students will make good choices, there may be times when some students will need help due to dangerous consumption of alcohol or drugs. With safety at the forefront of all we do, we have the responsible action policy to encourage students to seek out medical assistance in these health-related situations. The policy removes administrative sanctions from the follow-up process to alleviate some of the anxiety to seek out help for oneself or a friend. It is best to call for help rather than manage a potentially dangerous situation alone. Staff will still check in and follow up with all students involved to encourage positive movement forward. As pictured on the slide, we've recruited a team of returning students to be present at move-in. This is our arrival survival team. These students will guide you and your belongings into the buildings and answer questions about their experiences at the University of Maryland. The yellow carts that are included in this image are available during move-in as well. We only have a limited supply, so it is recommended that you bring your own hand truck or dolly if you are able, which will help expedite your move-in process. One of the best pieces of advice for preparing for move-in is to assemble your move-in dream team. This group ideally consists of at least 3 people: the driver, a helper, and of course the student. When you get to campus, you will see 30-minute unloading zones alongside and near your building. Once there, the student should immediately go to the service desk to get checked in and pick up their key while the 2 others start to unload your vehicle. When the vehicle is unloaded, the helper should stay with the belongings while the driver moves the vehicle to long-term parking. As the student and the driver return to meet up with the helper, your group can work together to get moved into the room. This dream team process helps to ensure the unloading zones are available for all students. The faster the car is unloaded and moved to long-term parking, the sooner the space is available for the next student arriving. Good to know. We do stagger move-in times as well, so it is really important to arrive within your move-in time window. Additionally, there will be an opportunity during move-in to pick up your student ID card after getting checked in at your service desk. ID cards will be distributed at a couple of locations between North and South Campus. You will be able to access your building without your ID during the advertised move-in hours, but will definitely need to have your ID card on hand after getting moved in to gain access into your building.
Staying on the topic of move-in, it is important to remember that this experience is one full of emotion. Regardless of whether you are the first or last in the family to go off to college, this moment is a transitional and transformational one. Moving at any point can be a stressful experience. We ask that you bring and hold on to as much positive energy as you can to ensure that you get to celebrate in this moment. To help lighten the load a bit, We have a few vendor partnerships to help reduce the number of large items you may need to bring with you to campus. More information will be sent over the summer regarding renting bed lofts and mini fridges, as well as purchasing carpets. Some students may wish to loft their bed to create extra floor space. Students who desire this option are required to contract with our approved vendor, bedloft.com, to provide the equipment needed to raise the bed to a higher position. But please note that lofting is not a requirement to live comfortably in the room. All three of these items, bed lofts, carpets, and mini fridges, will be delivered to the residence hall room prior to your arrival if you order early enough. Each of the companies will also be present on campus during move-in if you have a late request or questions.
There's so much to think about when packing for college. We invite you to visit our move-in webpage to consult the list of acceptable and not acceptable items to bring during move-in. For example, we do not allow students to have any appliances that have open heating elements. We do allow coffee makers like Keurigs, but be sure to check out the list at reslife.umd.edu/move-in for more information. Pro tip: plan to bring what you need, not everything you own. The way to think of it is, if you bring a U-Haul to move in, you are doing move-in wrong. Remember, you are sharing a space with at least one other student, and you can always add to what you bring at a later date. This could also provide the perfect opportunity to receive a package in the mail or a visit and delivery from family or friends while not overwhelming your space with unnecessary items at the start of the semester. Throughout and after the move-in process, our Resident Life staff will be on hand to help. You will see us around and throughout the residence halls in our Maryland-colored polos and departmental t-shirts. Let us know if there's anything we can do to make your move-in experience better.
We are often asked, what happens after students move in? What will they do? Well, there is plenty to do. Resident Life hosts a fun-filled 4-day fall welcome program in collaboration with university partners to welcome our students to campus. Remember, at the beginning of this presentation, we mentioned the importance of providing opportunities to find community and make friendships and connections with others. The Fall Welcome program helps to do just that. Students are invited to programs and events happening prior to the start of classes to connect with each other, learn about campus and community resources, and just simply have fun kicking off the start of their college careers. We are currently planning for this year's experiences, and while it may look a little different compared to previous years, we are excited to release the full schedule online later this summer. A few of the experiences to look forward to include movie nights, game nights, trivia events, yoga and fitness programs, affinity group socials, resource fairs, and so much more. You'll get connected with our staff, student leaders, and campus partners from across the university, as well as local restaurants and businesses to help you discover more about the campus and College Park community. Throughout all of these events, we hope to help you feel like you can find your place here at the University of Maryland and find your Terrapin spirit.
We continue to monitor state and university policies and guidance as the response to the current global health crises evolves. We will provide updates online once dates are confirmed for the university fall calendar. Thank you again for joining us to learn more about on-campus housing and the Maryland residential experience. We are so excited to welcome our new Terps to campus and to welcome you to the Terrapin family. Please visit our website, reslife.umd.edu, for continued updates regarding move-in information, schedule changes, and fall welcome programming. If you have any questions following this presentation, you can contact our Assignments and Public Inquiry Office by email at reslife@umd.edu or phone at 301-314-2100. Have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you all for the start of the upcoming academic year. We are so happy you have chosen to live on campus enjoying the Maryland residential experience. Go Terps!